What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we'll be looking at a video from the Whatever Podcast. Now, I just want to say something here. These women like to play like they like to play around with the word traditional. Now, check out what this woman says, because she says she's a traditional woman, but she has a roster. Look at this shit.
The fact that everyone wants more than they offer. You said
yes.
People aren't self-aware and know what they bring to the table or relationship. In the current dating climate, men want traditional women without being a traditional man, and women want to be kept without being traditional women.
Yep.
Everyone seems to want more than they can offer. You're a big fan of intentional, rotational dating.
Yes.
Without physical intimacy.
Yes.
And that seems to get most men irritated because I'm a single mom. Despite the fact my ex-husband proposed after 6 months, no physical intimacy, and my son is from my sadly failed marriage. When you say rotational dating, what do you mean?
So that kind of goes back to what y'all were talking about, how you have that standard that if by the second date she's not cutting off all men.
Wait. Let me triple down on this.
Okay.
It's not that she has to cut off the men that she's already seeing on the second date. I don't want any dudes in the picture to begin with.
Okay.
So that's even another layer.
And you can have that standard.
Sure.
But women can also say, until you have shown me that you are worth dropping all prospects, I am not going to be exclusive with you.
Back to the streets you go.
Okay, so let's rewind this right quick and listen to what she said again, because there's something that she said that I just wanted to see if she was actually finished before I actually rewinded it. Listen to this shit again.
Have that standard.
Sure.
But women can also say, until you have shown me that you are worth dropping all prospects, I am not going to be exclusive with you.
Okay, so she said that if women don't feel that they need to be exclusive with you, then they don't have to. That's a traditional mind. That's not a traditional mindset. That's a modern mindset. Abundance. Basically, you have all the damn. You have all of these men in your roster. But if you don't, that leaves it open to anything. You having a roster, that leaves it open to anything. A man doesn't do something that you don't like, you still keep him in the rotation. This woman is crazy.
Back to the streets you go.
and that's fine. That's fine. But that's why I say without physical intimacy, because you can't say that and then be sleeping with a guy. Just like you said, there are some women who will sleep with a guy and then be dating other guys. Of course, that's 304 behavior. But but here's the other thing, because I know you've mentioned this. For me personally, I do not expect dinner dates. We can go and get coffee. We can go to the park. We can go and do things that don't necessarily cost a lot of money. Just getting to know someone. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like a hike. Like a hike date would be awesome. But getting to know someone.
I'm more of a beach guy, to be honest.
A hike date sounds like a really good way to get murdered. So I'm all
Anyways,
set.
continue. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay. You can have that standard, but the thing is, y'all want men to date and marry y'all. Y'all want to have these damn standards, but the thing is, you have to understand that the man's the one that's putting everything on the line. Y'all are risking nothing but a few years of your youth. A man's risking his financial health, his mental health, his status, a lot of shit. Money. He's risking everything. Sanity. He's risking everything. Y'all equate dating and relationships to just nothing for men. So you have a roster of men that you entertain, and you don't have one in particular. But meanwhile, that man's trying to do everything he can to damn impress you. This is why men don't want to get married no more.
Well, maybe not a first date. There's this one hiking
Wait,
trail.
so you do rotational dating though?
Yeah.
So
right
you're
now,
in a
I'm
relationship.
not. Huh?
You're in a
Single.
No, you're single, right?
Yeah.
But so you have a roster.
Not currently, no.
But you've had a roster before. How big was the roster?
Oh God. With guys who are like genuinely intent, like, cause you know how you have people just mess it. Well, no, okay. Guys don't typically have that, but women always have men messaging them, right? But out of the guys who are genuinely trying to get to know me, maybe 3, sometimes 5. But that's just getting to know. That's talking. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you don't have to agree, but that's just how why would I commit to someone I don't know?
I thought a roster was more like sex.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, then no.
It could be, yeah. But wait, question. So have you ever gone on a date and then the next day you went on a date with somebody else?
Yes.
Have you ever been on 2 dates in the same day with like different guys?
I believe so.
Yeah, see, that's just like,
okay,
imagine.
Hold on.
Hey, look, people do it. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be able to go.
Imagine like first date. This is, oh my God, I really like this girl. And then you find out right after you gave her like the ass out hug because she's like kind of playing coy or whatever. You give her the ass out hug. Oh, it was a really great date. Let's do it again. Here's your doggy bag that I paid for. She went out on a date with another guy right after you. Mm-hmm. Bro, back to the streets. She goes back.
She belongs to the
streets.
And I get what you're saying, and I do understand what you're saying. And when I think I heard you on another podcast explain that, and I was like, okay, I see what you mean by that. But I am a single mom. I don't get a lot of free time. And sometimes guys cancel. Mm-hmm. So when it
You're a single mom, so how are you a traditional woman and you're a single mom with a roster? How are you a traditional woman? That baffles me. How are you this and your life has proven that you're not? You said that you have a roster. My question is this. Your baby daddy, was he part of that roster?
comes to first date.
But okay, so
do you have a backup plan in place if they cancel?
It's not a backup
but
plan.
I don't get
There's
that. Look,
2 separate dates planned.
This whole
same day?
okay.
Yeah.
So this
I
whole
could
roster
never.
thing.
Way
That's
past my
way-
mental bandwidth.
I wouldn't be able to.
But this whole roster thing, right? Mm-hmm. People make it out when I say, okay, I'd strongly prefer a woman who's not involved with another guy. Strongly prefer a woman who, after the first date, she cuts it off if she is like talking or dating another guy, not sleeping with, because that's an immediate deal breaker for me. I get so much pushback, but I think like, okay, let's actually break this down. So there's 52 weeks in a year. Mm-hmm. If you went on 1 date a week, that's 52 men in a year. Now, so like, let's say you go on a first date, you don't like the guy. Next week, you go on another date with another guy. You could do 52 first dates in a year without having to like simultaneously be like dating 3 dudes at the same time. I know it's not, back in the 1950s, a chick would like maybe go on 3 first dates and that 3rd dude's the one she marries and stays with her entire life. Mm-hmm. Now people got to go on like 300 first dates before they. God damn, bro, Desmond, your chicken smells like shit. I'm sorry.
300 first dates? Why?
I thought somebody farted. The chicken.
Yeah, I think Brian's
And it's
point's
rude.
pretty easy. Like, just he doesn't want to be dating a girl who's dating. And it's like hire fast, fire fast. If you date somebody, go on 1 or 2 dates, 3 dates over the course of a few weeks, and if you don't like them, drop them and don't be dating people, in between.
Yeah, if you don't like.
To that point, what it does is it doesn't focus your attention on that singular person, because you have multiple people that you're dating simultaneously at the same time. So you can't just give one person your full attention. That's the problem with this whole roster dating situation. Women want to date, but they want a man to be focused on them singularly, but they want to have a roster of men that they can just do whatever the hell they want to do. Men understand that women are going to have men constantly around, but it's your choice to cut these men off and focus on that man in particular. That's the problem. A lot of women want to have their cake, but they don't want. A lot of women want to have their cake, but they can't actually figure out why. Boy, they can't actually figure out why these men are not doing what they want them to do, or not focusing on them.
Like me on the second or third date, cut it off, and then move on to the next guy.
Wait, can I ask something?
Sure.
So are you looking for somebody that's like just solely interested in pursuing a relationship with you, and that's the point of going on a date?
As opposed to?
Like she said with dating around.
Just getting to know you.
Well, I kind of like when I like high levels of interest from women. I don't like this whole chase thing. I don't like this whole hard to get thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like you. You like me. Let's be together. Keep that shit simple.
Do you show the high interest too? Like, is it
Yes,
reciprocated?
Absolutely.
That's good.
But like if a girl, I really like it when a girl demonstrates high levels of interest.
Yeah.
In
I don't
what
like
way?
these-
In what
I don't like
ways?
Yeah.
In what ways?
Sometimes I'll ask them to do shit for me. And see,
Laundry,
and
first
see-
date.
See if they do it. Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, seriously, I'll ask
With
them
that-
like pick me up from the airport.
Like, oh,
Like-
well, like you're saying.
Oh,
like,
you'd be surprised. A
just
lot of,
from
girls,
the airport,
will
though?
Foot massages.
at a
Ew.
strange
That's
time.
dangerous.
Like after a first date,
Back
right after a
massage.
first
Maybe
date?
even when I first meet them.
Just rude.
Okay, can I look at that? All right,
Rude.
so
Come
that's
on.
that's
No,
great.
When you
but I
first
have a
meet them, you're
question.
gonna ask them to pick you up from the airport?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what is it that you're
I have a different
reciprocating?
What if she says she'll call the Uber for you, but she won't go pick you up?
No, I want you to come and make the effort.
Oh, come waste your time.
Okay, so how are you reciprocating her effort?
What do you mean?
Like, how are you reciprocating if you
you
ask
up
them
in
to
the
do
airport?
things for you?
I mean,
like
I would
first
probably
date,
do
as-
it.
as-
Whatever,
as-
it's
clean up,
fine.
do your
As-
laundry.
as-
What do you expect her? What do you?
Oh, well, I'll pay for all the dates. I'll organize all the dates. I'll take the lead and do whatever we need to do.
So she has to just trust that you're going to do that. And
I think that, well, something that I value is acts of service. So I'll ask them to do something for me at the start. And if they don't do it, then I think that
Also,
that's a turn off for me.
It's like a
test.
test, but that's
Yeah.
important too.
But okay,
But
so
Brian
when you
doesn't
go
do tests,
on
right?
your first date, what types of topics are y'all discussing? For me, my first date, I want to know if we share the same morals, if we're going in the same direction in life, and if we have anything in common. And typically by the first date, I pretty much know if it's gonna proceed on further from that.
Yeah, that's why, that's another reason why I ask people to, or at least like maybe like come meet me where I am. You know? Because I find if they don't want to make the effort, then often it signifies that they're really entitled. So
Would you pick the girl up if she asked you first date?
it depends. Depends where we were. If it was in my city, and if they came to my city, and if I'd been
No,
talking
just
to them,
like you had plans and she's like, let's say you were here, you live here, she's coming home from New York, but you had plans to meet that day. She's like, oh, I got home, will you pick me up and we hang out?
yeah, sure. If I have a car, if I'm in a city where I have a car, I'm a nomad, so I don't have a car.
Sure.
So, but
Was
yeah,
there,
definitely.
was there a question for me here, or what? About the laundry shit, or what?
Yeah, no, I just think that it's for the amount of responsibility women have in choosing the right partner. We need more than just one date and just be like you. And
Right.
the idea that we're supposed to know, but then at the same time, we clearly don't know. Like there's lots of people who don't know how to do the date thing, and you want to have that level of interest, like just you, because you want it. And And the
Wait,
thing
you talking
is
to
that
me or
there's so
Jake?
much.
Hold on, let me just interrupt right here because she said something that was very profound. She said women have the responsibility to choose the right person. Yes, that is very true. Women have that responsibility to choose the right man over a short period of time. Okay? And what I mean by this is this. Women have to make sure that man's not crazy. He's willing to be the provider in the relationship. He's willing to be the husband. The leader in the relationship. But there's also a drawback for men. Over a long period of time, 10, 20, 15, 10, 20, 30 years, we have to make sure that we chose the right person. Because you got to think about it like this. I have to buy, build, and provide for a household. I have to provide, teach, and help guide my children. I have to provide, protect, build a house, guide my children, guide this woman. You have to do that for a wife. You have to do all these different things. You have to make sure that woman that you're choosing is a solid woman. Women hide their true intentions for years. They will hide their true intentions for years. We just found that out through Tyrese, Dr. Dre, not Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jada Pinkett Smith. We're seeing these women's downfall. Well, seeing that these women are the downfall of these men. They chose wrong. So arguably, men have the most difficult decision and most difficult time choosing to mate because of the longevity of that relationship and what could potentially happen in that relationship. That's what women forget. Yes, you have to worry about the man's crazy. He's going to hurt you, all this stuff. Yes, but that's short term. Long term, men have a lot more to think about than just that stuff. We have to think about a lot more than just that. Because there's women that be out there deleting their husbands too.
Well, could you guys both agree? So
I
I'm talking to
agree.
the both of you.
I think that Brian's completely right. You want to see burning desire from the day dot.
Yeah,
And if
but
they
see,
don't,
that's-
and if they don't do that, and if they're iffing about you, then it means that there's something about you they don't particularly like. You don't want that.
Well,
Oh yeah, I don't want.
okay,
I don't want a fence sitter chick who's like on the.
Can I
need
tell
to
you
go
guys
on like
a
3
quick
more
story?
dates before I've made a determination. You haven't even fucking met me in your. I was about to say in love with me, but maybe not. Okay, that's a bit much.
But so you like that. You'd like to have that high level where she's like
Matt,
ready to say I love.
All right, so that's the end of that. That's the end of that video clip. Guys, honestly, when it comes to these conversations with women, we have to understand that these women are thinking about stuff in a whole different way. Okay. They're thinking about stuff in the short term. What they're thinking about stuff like, is he crazy? Is he this? Is he that? But they don't understand that what men have to actually do when it comes to trying to figure out who this woman is over a long period of time. Women will hide their true intentions for decades, even. These women be one way a certain decade, then the next decade this woman is switched up, did a whole damn 360. Now you over here looking like, who the fuck is this bitch? I don't know this hoe. Then you be looking around like, damn. Her intentions wasn't true. And that's what men have to constantly think about, especially when dating nowadays. There's a big ass problem, especially out here in the dating market. And men are starting to doggone say, forget it. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast, and support.com. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.